Hi lovelies, welcome back to another vlog. I am trying to do the intro, but someone is being fussy. It's gone back to his bed. Okay, we can try this again. Welcome back to another vlog. If you are new here, hello, my name is Emily. I am the owner of Emily Hunter Art and I produce artwork that is inspired by books and video games and animation. I create merchandise from my artwork and I sell on an Etsy shop. So if you want to check that out, the link will be in the description box down below. So it is currently Wednesday morning. As you can see, this is the result of my hair after a couple of washes with like a purple shampoo. So I think it's like toned down the yellow a little bit. But I don't know whether to get like a proper toner to put on. It's good around the top, it's quite bright. And then we get to the bottom and it goes kind of brassy. I don't know whether it's just parts where I kind of missed a little bit with the dye. I don't know. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. We've got it always looks darker as well when it's wet. So it's still damp from the shower. So we've still got a couple of yellowy bits. But what I was really wanting to go for is like an ashy blonde. So I don't know whether to buy like another pack of dye that's more that colour. Because now that I've bleached it, it kind of anything should take to it, you know, like it's light enough that anything that I put over the top should take. So I might try that. I've been contemplating as well because me and some friends are going to be going to Whitby at the weekend for Goth weekend. So I was wondering about putting some like colour in there just to like snazz it up a bit, but then I don't know whether I'll have my hair down because when you're walking around Whitby a lot it can be kind of windy, and so I'll probably actually have my hair up. I got some cool clips actually, I'll show you those. Yeah, so I got like a clip that's like bat wings. Cool as that. The only thing is the little thingy is it's not big enough to actually hold my hair up, so I'll have to like pin my hair up somehow and then just clip this over the top to like add a bit of decoration. But I think it would be cool to like wear this at Goth weekend. I haven't figured out my outfit yet, to be perfectly honest. I have a dress that I wore either last year or the year before, I can't remember. I might wear that again, but jazz it up with like a belt or something. I don't know. I haven't decided really, because I haven't been buying a lot of alternative clothes because my plan is always that when I get to like a goal weight, then I'll spoil myself with all of my clothes. So until then, I'll buy things like this that are like kind of stretchy and comfy, that I can wear with whatever. But yeah, so I still need to figure out my outfit for that. But tonight I'm planning on going to an alternative night market as well. So it's actually the night market that I have had a table at before. I was a little bit annoyed this year because normally I follow the markets page on Facebook and they usually post the Google Doc form for us to apply, because you've got to go through an application form. They don't sort of accept you if you just message the seller and everything. And I was kind of, keeping an eye out to see if any forms were coming out, because normally they would do something around the end of October. And then all of a sudden I just heard the announcement of the actual market and that it was full. So I was a little bit annoyed there. I don't know if it is because it is like a collaboration market with two other organisers as well as the regular organiser. So I don't know whether the application form was actually hosted by one of the other organisers who I had not heard of before and didn't follow. That could be why. So I'm a bit annoyed at that. But I'm just going to pop along to it anyway. There is a really, really good bakery that always tables there, and I'm going to get some cakes and treats and just see what else there is, because sometimes it's a good opportunity to get Christmas presents and things for some of my more like spooky friends. So I will show you a little bit of the market while I'm there. But before then, there are some actual business things that need doing. There's a couple of orders to package. And I did plan out the voiceover for an art video, but I didn't get around to recording it. So I need to actually record my voiceover and put it on the video and then post that. It's for the mushroom fairy illustration. So I'll be doing that. And I want to just generally plan some more artwork. I've got to be honest, I've fallen out with Drawtober a little bit. I've lost my drive with it. So I might just, you know, leave those last 2 prompts. Next year I'll be a bit more organized. But yeah, I think I want to create some more artwork without looking at prompts and stuff, just like artwork I actually want to do, and maybe film it to do like another art video, because I quite liked how those marker illustration videos were going. So I am going to attempt that today. But other than that, I feel like I'm at a little bit of a loss. Like there isn't a whole load of stuff that needs doing, you know, like I haven't been wanting to design too many new products and things lately because it's been kind of slow going with selling the stuff that I've got. But I mean, Christmas is coming up, so it could be that people are waiting to buy things as Christmas presents. That could be the case. But yeah, I think I really need to like have a sit down and maybe plan some stuff out. Maybe I could organize myself for what 2026 will bring. Think about doing like actual product launches instead of just whenever anything's ready, putting it on the shop. I might do like 4 updates a year or something like that, 4 shop updates, like seasonally. That could be a better way of running my business. But yeah, rambling again, apologies. Just a little update from me. I'll catch up with you again when there is actually something to talk about. I've done my hair kind of how I'm planning to do it for Goth weekend, except I might make these bits a little thicker, possibly maybe curl them or something. But I've got like a bun, and I'm going to see if I can show you. Hopefully that is showing correctly. So like bun and clip. I'm going to have to check this footage to make sure that actually worked. But yeah, and I've got like some chokers and stuff so that like my neck will be adorned. I'm probably going to wear the dress that I wore last time. But I've got like this. I've ordered a corset-y style belt to go around it to jazz it up a little bit more. But yeah, I think the hair colour as well is looking all right. I don't think it'll really need a toner or anything. But I am going to go out because we don't have any like Halloween decorations, and other houses in the street do. And I don't want to go crazy, but I would like to make a little trick-or-treat sign on the door so that the trick-or-treaters know that they can come to our house and get chocolate. So yeah, I'm going to like make my own. So I want to go to the range and get maybe like a little board or something. I'll just see what there is. And I'm going to use some of my black vinyl and my Cricut and create like a little trick-or-treat sign. So I'm going to pop out and do that. My son is just in the corner. Where will he go? Oh, you going away, Ozzy? Oh, here he is. Hello, darling. Oh, he's coming up. Okay. Okay, you can come and chat to the internet people with me. Right. So it is quite a bit later. I got home later than I anticipated because after I went to the range, I went and saw my mum, and then we went to see my nephews. So we were around there for a couple of hours. And it's dark now because it is getting to that season. You bored now? Oh. Oh, kids. Not sure if you can hear, that's the other one going mad. I'll see to her in a minute. I just want to give you a quick update. So I've applied a more goth appropriate choker for the night market. And I've got this like cross necklace that I bought on Amazon. I've got to be honest, I thought it was just a cross, but it actually has a little like Jesus figure, I guess, on there to make it like a proper crucifix. But it's a skeleton Jesus. I don't know if that's sacrilegious. Is this okay to wear? Is this a little blasphemous or anything? I don't know. I kind of just thought it was like a funky cross from a distance, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not religious. So yeah, it still looks kind of cool, but whatever. We'll just see. So anyway, what I got from the range, I will show you. So to start with, okay, now this is basically what I was going there for, is like a kind of board, like sign. And I've got a heart-shaped one because some of the designs that I've seen on Cricut Design Space follow like a heart-shaped thing, and I thought, well, that could be cute. But then I went round the corner into the next aisle and I did actually find the regular square ones, which obviously will be easier to work with. So whatever design I decide to apply to that will go on much easier, basically. So I've got both to experiment with, and whichever one I don't use, I'll probably make like a Christmas themed sign with. I'll find some use for it. So I got those as like the base. I also got some kind of like fall flowery things so that, you know, after I put the message on and the colour, I could like dot some of these around the edge. So they're like these fake foliage and these. Open it up and pull one out. So it's like a leaf with some berries on it, very like fall inspired, and not too expensive. Everything I got, it came to like, I think it was like under £10 or something. So yeah, because I was just sort of throwing things in the basket and not really thinking about the price, which isn't a good thing to do, but it's usually how I operate when I go craft shopping, and it's not good. I should be looking at the price. But yeah, a lot of the autumn based stuff was actually on clearance because I guess they think people are moving into Christmas now. So a lot of that was a lot cheaper, including, I do not need any more washi tape, but how nice is this set of washi tape? Oh, do I have to do the influencer thing where I like hide my face? So there's like all these nice colours. I thought they would be really nice for journaling with and everything. I'm really sorry that the lighting isn't very good right now because obviously it's so dark. My camera works much better in the daylight. So maybe I'll show you these a little bit better tomorrow morning. That could be something that we do. I also got this, it's like satin varnish. I thought maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't, to like brush over the sign afterwards, because I don't know what kind of weather we're going to be having on Halloween night. So I just got that in case, and if I don't use it for this, I can use it for something else. The next thing was a complete impulse buy. It's a little like ceramic fox that you can paint yourself. He's like hollow underneath. Oh, it's so cute. It is so adorable. I found one that had the least amount of chips in it. I don't think it has any like big chips in this one at all. It's like just like the little tiny things just make it look more rustic. But the first one I picked up had like a big chunk missing out of the back of his head, so I picked up a different one. But I thought this would be a nice little craft for me to do, to just paint this little statue. And then maybe he could sit out front. I could varnish him maybe, so that they look okay. Maybe they could sit out front, or if I decide to have him inside, that could work as well. But like, yeah, he's like fairly big. Yeah, it's like so cute. They had some little pumpkins as well, but the pumpkins are a little basic, aren't they? Maybe I should have bought both. So tomorrow I'm probably just going to be like crafting away on all of that. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to come on here to tell you, because I'm about to have some tea and then I will go straight out to the night market. So I will try and film some of the stalls and things while I'm there. I'm still not super confident filming in public, so I probably won't speak very much, but I'll try and like get some footage of the stuff that's going on. Right, see you then. Okay, so it is currently Thursday morning and I've been playing about on Cricut Design Space to create like a design that would work with the heart shaped sign that I got. I didn't like produce any of this, just FYI. It was available assets on the Cricut Design Space. So I didn't want to mess about designing something. I just wanted to like pull some things together and see what we could create. So I coloured it orange and purple to see how that would look, because I'm thinking of going for those very Halloween-y colours. So what I need to do is paint this before I put the stencil on, because I'm planning to do this as a stencil. So I'm going to cover this heart in orange paint, and then I will cut out the stencil and put it on once it is dry. Okay, so I ended up with way too much orange paint because I went way too overzealous with the red. So I then obviously had to counteract that with more yellow. So now I have all this paint and I'm not sure what to do with it. I've put a coat on the heart. I don't know whether I'll need to do another coat or not. Like, it doesn't have to be like super what's the word, like super perfect or anything. It's gonna go on the door outside. It's a nice vibrant orange though. I like how it turned out. So I just want that to dry really, and then maybe we'll see if we want another coat on over the top. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my hands a little bit because I've got an orange everywhere. And on the table, oh. It's acrylic, so it'll wash off fine. Okay. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I might as well actually cut out my vinyl. The machine's not available. Try again. It is turned on. So I figured I would cut out my stencil and everything. And then like weed out all of the stuff I don't need. Because by the time I've done that, it could be that it is time to, what's the word? Put it on. So I'm gonna try just, removable matte. That's the type, I think, because I'm using this stencil vinyl that I've never used before. So it's all blue, and the way it should work is it should be easy to peel off afterwards. So yeah, we're gonna see how well that cuts. It's probably going to take quite a while because there's a lot of little details to cut. So we will see how successful it is. I hope it's not going to be too complicated for the Cricut to handle. Hope it's all right. I mean, it's fairly large. Hoping that it's large enough. Also, having a look at the sign, I can see that a lot of the paint is soaking in to the wood, so it probably will need a second coat. So I've kept all that paint to one side, so once it's dry I'll do another coat. So here it is all cut out. So what I now need to do is go through and pick out all of the parts I want to be purple and leave all of the parts I want to be orange.
As a cat, he didn't ask, just took a seat. He watched the reeds, and that was that. His silence wrapped me soft and sweet. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. The waves splashed on the water's edge. I sat within an aging skiff. The hush had sunk onto the shoal. The wind sang what I longed to hear. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. Chose to stay. His eyes had something left to say. I felt a warmth I couldn't name, and all I knew was I would stay. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. Thanks for the gentle
So I've done another coat on the sign, so it's just drying. And in the meantime, I've got a couple of orders that I need to post. So I am going to nip out, stick them in a post box, and probably pick something up for lunch because it's like 1:30. I'm getting pretty peckish. So when I get back, I'm hoping that the sign will pretty much be dry and that it shouldn't need another coat. So then I am going to try and put the stencil on. The stencil worked out quite nicely. The tricky part was these little areas that are kind of free floating, but I still need them there. Like they were wanting to lift, like, so that's kind of the tricky bit, especially this bit in the E is so tiny. It is so teeny tiny. I think I might need to shift it actually, because I've just realized it's not parallel with the rest of the E, and that I don't think that is where it originally was, because I did have to move that one. But yeah, it's easy to like shift things about, but it's kind of a bad thing and a good thing, because on one hand, if something's in the wrong place, then you can easily move it, but another thing is that's how they get into the wrong place in the first place. How many times can I say place? Obviously, if they weren't so easy to shift, then they wouldn't shift from where they're supposed to be. That's the gist of what I'm trying to say. Something else that I am going to need to be doing is I've been using my little wizardy astrologer frogs as freebie stickers, and I've only got 5 of these guys left, so I'm gonna try and make some more. The only thing is it won't be with the special sparkly laminate, because I am actually waiting on an order of some of that, and I don't think I want to use it for freebie stickers. These ones here are like just the first ones that I made where I wasn't sure what size I wanted to go yet, so that's why they're a bit sparkly. So if the next 5 people who order are very lucky and they'll get a sparkly frog, but I do want to recreate some regular ones, because I think especially for the Halloween season, these little guys are like perfect for the freebie stickers, because I completely ran out of my little Ouija planchette ones that I was using. So that is all from me for the moment. I'll catch up with you again in a little while. Okay, so our sign is dry, so I need to get this onto here. I'm using transfer tape to do that, so I'm gonna make sure that I cut a big enough piece of this. So we'll go. Okay. Just gonna roll this a little bit. Just to try and straighten it out. We're not getting anywhere with that. Right. So I want to make sure that I'm centered, because I don't want to do things like this and then find that I haven't filmed it correctly. So I'm going to apply this the same way that I apply my laminates to the stickers. So by doing that, or I do that by peeling off just a corner. Yeah, man. Wait, we almost there? Aha. Right. Excuse me. So I like to peel back a corner, hold it there, then line it up, make sure it is covering the whole thing, which it seems to be, yeah. I'm going to put that there, and then I'm just going to pull this to get it on top of the stencil. Whoa! So just making sure there's not too many bubbles there. Now I'm going to take my little crickety thing and just really make sure that the stencil is attached to the transfer tape. And I mostly want to make sure that like these tiny little areas are going to get picked up, because those are the bit. Oh my God. I don't know if you see what I see. When did that happen? The bit from inside the E has shifted. I can see it next to the... Oh, what is that doing there? Once we apply it, I'm gonna see if I can move that back. Oh God, I tried so hard and everything. I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, I still fucked up my stencil. Okay, I think that should be about right. I'm going to take this off the cutting mat now. I just had it on there to like keep it nice and flat for me. Right. So now this is where I need to put it on. Now it doesn't matter if the heart turns out to actually be a little too big, because it's the stuff inside that's the important bit. It was tricky for me to get the heart and the cricket design space to be the exact same dimensions as this heart sign, because I mean, I suppose if I had a scanner I could have scanned this and then uploaded it as an actual object, but yeah. So I'm thinking about how to apply this. I might do a similar thing as to how I do that. Is this going to happen? Yes. Yes. Right, now I'm thinking I want to peel off the top and get that lined up. It's about right. And the thing is, we should be able to reposition this if it's a big issue. Yeah, like I can see that that is going to be too close to the edge. Ooh, but is that because the whole thing is too big? Ooh, did I make it way too big? I'm going to see if I can move this back. Okay, because I haven't put a lot of pressure on the actual stencil yet. Right, I wanted it shifting over just the tiniest bit, didn't I? Like maybe like that. Right, let me just go for it and see that. Oh yeah, that looks more. Oh no, we are off. Yeah, so this design I think was too big, and I thought I had measured it better than this. What if I try and do it from the bottom? So put that there, and that like that. That's a bit better, isn't it? And we haven't got... It could probably even go higher. Right. Okay. Are we happy with that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have to remove the transfer tape without removing the stencil. So I need to make sure that the stencil is well and truly stuck to the sign. tricky actually, because I'm going to need to peel it away. Oh, there we go. Right. This is the tricky part of the fact that the stencil is actually larger than the surface we're working with. But so far, so good. Oh, right, we lost our skull's nose, so that needs to, there we go, much better. Need to make sure we're watching certain areas, like around the letters here. And oh, another nose. How's the nose for some reason? Obviously not pressing hard enough. Oh, I don't want to lose the whole flower. I'm going to try going down the other angle. It actually behaves quite nicely when you tell it to get stuck back down. It does its job. There is a bit that has shifted that I'll have to edit. Ooh, right. Okay, transfer tape away. Right, now this bit here has lifted and shifted from the center of the E, and it is so tiny. Yeah, I think that part was always going to be a bit of a trouble just because of how small it is. But other than that, we have our stencil applied and it is fairly well centered. It's as centered as we're gonna get it. I'm not removing it at this stage. So what we need to do now, I know my palettes look disgusting. It's because I don't clean them. They're just lids from old like celebration boxes and stuff though. They're not like actual palettes. If I bought a fancy palette, I promise I would clean it. So I want some purple, and I'm wondering if I have some pre-mixed or if I have to mix my own. So I'm not going to be quite so overzealous this time. I'm going to try not to make too much. I'll put back the ones I don't really need. I'm going to keep out that magenta. Right. Going to use a flat brush to mix the colours together. Right. Oh. Now the blue is quite intense, so I don't want to use too much because it will darken the colour quite a bit. Right, I think that is about the shade we wanted. Now what I'm thinking, I might use a sponge to do this instead. So I'm going to go and wash this brush and I'll be back with a sponge. Now I thought the sponge would be better because then I'm not pulling pieces of the stencil around. Then I can do more of a dabbing motion instead of the what's the word? Like a dragging motion, so that hopefully the paint can like get in there a little easier without disrupting the stencil. Right. And we're going to take a thin brush and just try and get down those little crevices. That should be okay. So we are going to let that dry before probably doing another coat. We'll have to see actually, because I think the colour looks alright. I am, however, going to have to go downstairs and check on my dogs because it sounds like there's mischief happening down there. So I am going to go and check that they haven't gotten into something that they shouldn't have. While this is drying, I'm actually interested, like maybe I could do like an ombre effect, because this pink would also look quite nice. You know, like the orange, pink and purple, like would go quite well together. So I just want to get most of the paint off and then just want to try that out. Keep it even on both sides. We need to because the purple is still wet, it blends much easier. Like so a slight ombre. It's going to drive me mad now because I have to wait for it to dry before figuring out if this was actually a success. Can we just... Oh, she got up. I was going to say, can we appreciate that good sploot? Oh, yes, I know. I know. You're so jealous, Oscar. You're so jealous. Yes, we love you too. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, in case you're wondering what I'm doing now, I am cutting froggy stickers, and I'm hoping that the light is okay for the cricket. I mean, it seems fine now, but it does get dark very quickly, so like it's already starting to get kind of dull. But we're cutting some froggy stickers. Yes, can I help you? Okay, so the paint is like mostly dry. I don't want it to get too dry in case it like cracks when I try to take the stencil off. So this is basically the moment of truth. Oh God, I really hope this works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to do something completely different. We're just gonna pull up the main piece first, and then any other bits will follow. I mean, that looks nice and crisp. So far, so good. There was a bit of a whoopsie at the edge there, but I don't think it's too much of a problem. My only gripe is we obviously have this texture from the sponge, whereas a brush might have looked a little smoother. Okay. Right, that's the outside. Looking good. Right, I'm gonna get my little tweezy thingy. See if I can take up some of these smaller pieces. Yes. Oh, that's worked so nicely. I'm gonna try and not to scratch the paint around it though, and like chip it. Trying very hard just to get the bits I want to remove. Ugh. You're going to have to bear with me one moment while I let the dogs out because I can hear them scratching at the back door. Okay, it turns out they don't want to go out. They're just trying to get their dinner an hour early. The cheeky rascals. Go. I don't think the ombre effect quite worked. I feel like the pink has dried more of a dark purple. I actually forgot that I had attempted that. That's how little a difference it's made. Now we have our little sign. Ooh. And I'm going to put this varnish on it to hopefully keep it a little more protected. Then I guess I need to leave it for an hour. So it's now 10 to 5. So 10 to 6, I will return and see if it wants another coat. And hopefully it looks okay. So it is now Friday morning, the day of Halloween. So I've got a coat of that protective stuff on the sign. I'm looking at it and you can kind of see that I used a purple paint. Like when the light really hits it, it looks purple. But looking back, I probably should have put a white base down and then put purple on top because, I mean, I always harp on about colour theory. I should have known that purple on top of orange is just basically going to make black. I just didn't think. But yeah, in certain lights it does look purple, but the camera is pretty much just showing like a kind of a black. And that ombre didn't really work, but it doesn't really matter. The plan was to put some of these like foliage things around, but I don't know if that'll look like too much going on, especially because the pattern has the foliage, and I don't know whether to just keep it as a nice simple little sign. Like I think that might be cuter as is. So I'm gonna go hang this on the door. I'm just gonna use a command hook, one of those like removable ones. Eventually I want to find one of those over the door hooks that I could leave on there permanently, but for now, since it's just a little sign, I'll just use one of those. So I'll see what I have in my picture hanging box. I need to check that I have some left. And there it is on the door. I hope it stays up. and I hope it's bright enough. I might have to put some fairy lights around it or something. So I got a new dress to wear for Goth weekend, I think, and a belt to like tie the whole thing together a little bit. It's from Scarlet Darkness, and they have an Amazon storefront, so it meant I could, you know, get one day delivery. So, you know, struggling to show you. It's quite long. To be honest, it feels a little Halloween costumey, and it needs an iron. So I'm going to have to do that today, but I don't think it's too bad. Should be okay for tomorrow. I kind of want it to have the off the shoulder look, but it keeps popping back up. Yeah, so, you know, we'll combine this with some accessories, do my makeup, my hair. Hopefully it'll look all right. So I've just been out because I wanted to get some smoked salmon for tea, because I have a feeling that, well, Dan was home very late last night, and I have a feeling that tonight is going to be a late one as well, so I have to fend for myself. So usually when he's not here, it's an opportunity for me to eat things that he doesn't like. So that means I'm going to have some scrambled eggs, kind of because it's a bit of a comfort food, and I have to be honest, I'm not feeling very good today. I feel kind of icky. But yeah, I'm going to do some scrambled eggs, and the best thing to go with scrambled eggs is smoked salmon, so I needed to get that for myself. But while I was out, I did actually find some little fairy lights, and I'm going to put them around the sign so that when it gets dark, which happens at around 4 o'clock nowadays, you should still be able to see the little sign, and it should still look nice and Halloweeny. So, oh, it came with batteries. It came with batteries. How nice is that? Doesn't normally happen. Let's see, is there a tab I have to pull out to get it to work? On. That's not doing anything. Sometimes there's a little, oh, there is one. Ah, I didn't see that. Is that all that's necessary? They're not one for the other battery? Aha. So they're purple, which should look quite nice with the orange, and considering I tried to do purple in the first place for the text. So yeah, I'm just gonna like wrap it round the heart. Can you see that? And basically, yeah, I'm just going to kind of like tape it to the back, so that it can be removed if necessary, if I decide I don't want lights on this anymore. Ugh, now the only thing is, there's probably going to be too many lights, or too long rather, so I'm going to need to like double up around it a little bit. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, I hope.
World's flooding, hoping humans don't die out. But what I wanna know, did you mean what you said about out of here? Escape route in your bed, down south where it's not blue light of our phones, romanticizing doom. Baby, can we get away from this soon? Blurry silhouettes up ahead, seen each other through black lenses, secrets being shared when we met, dreaming human race still exists. Humans called it 10-year eclipse. Feel blank, tell me this, do you believe in us? Higher place up above, palm trees, but they're all gone. Looking for beauty in the collapse, give up things, have no option. Minutes on the clock, done, it's over. Let go of utopian mindset. Up, 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 up to a higher place. Up, up, moving up until
We'll probably get a better idea when it gets dark, so I'm going to switch it off for now, just so to save the batteries. Okay, so that's all on the door. I'm probably not gonna do anything else today, to be honest, because like I said, I feel like, I'm a little nauseous and I've got a really sore throat, and I'm hoping that I can feel better tomorrow so that I'm not a state when we're in Whitby. And I'm going to need to have an early night as well, because I'll have to be up early, because we usually set off at around 8. And obviously to get the whole gothic look done, I need a little more time to get ready. And then I am actually dropping the puppies off at their grandma's tomorrow so that she can look after them for the day and night. So I'll need to be up quite early. So I'm hoping that the trick-or-treaters don't go too late. But yeah, I feel a little gross and icky. I was thinking about doing a makeup test, but I really can't be bothered. I'll just do my makeup tomorrow. It's fine. I'm just going to use like a lot of eyeliner, a lot of eyeshadow, like, you know. It's not too far off how I used to do my makeup anyway when I was a teenager. Like, Goth Weekend is good because it feels like I can wear the clothes that and like have the look that I would want to have all the time if I didn't feel like people were going to judge me. But yeah, I know one of the main reasons why like I would go goth full time, but there's 2 reasons. The first is that decent alternative clothes are quite expensive. And you can't just, you know, go into a high street shop and buy them. You know, you've got to go to like specialty places, which there isn't any where I live. So usually everything is online, but yeah, you know, it tends to be quite expensive for the good quality stuff. And the second reason is not a lot of alternative clothes run in my size. Being a big girl is not as easy if you want to be goth. There's a lot of places where, you know, they only stock up to, say, like a UK 16, which I want to try and get to. I want to try and get to a 16. But yeah, like they'll stock up to that, and then that size will often sell out really quickly because it's a common size. So it's really difficult to actually find clothes in my size. So if I was nice and like petite, I would have a lot more gothic clothes, because obviously I'm constantly on a journey to lose weight, and I always think, well, if I spend a load of money on some clothes now, in a few months' time they'll be too big for me, so I might as well wait until then. And the goal weight never comes, but we're hoping it will eventually. Now that I've got the wedding to think about, that's a bit of a motivator for me to lose some weight. And so far, since the proposal, I've lost 22 pounds. So it's slow going, but it is going. And in a way, I would rather it be slow than too fast, because for one thing, if it's too quick, sometimes stabilizing yourself is difficult. Like if you're on a diet and it's a really restrictive diet and you've lost a lot of weight, and then you have one day where you, say, go off diet and you eat like a normal person, the weight comes back on so quick. And I'm speaking from experience. I did a pretty intense diet in 2019 and lost quite a lot of weight, but it was not sustainable whatsoever. And another reason is the faster you lose weight when you're big, the higher the chances that you're going to end up with loose skin. So if you lose it slower, it minimizes that a little bit. Yeah. How did we even get onto this? I think because my head is so woozy, I'm just rambling again. But yeah, basically, Goth Weekend tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I may not seem like it, but I'm looking forward to it. So I will show you the proper look and everything tomorrow, how I'm going to do my makeup and hair and everything, so that you can get the full effect with that outfit and with the accessories as well. I've got some chokers and I was just deliberating which one to wear, like what would pair nicely with that dress. But yeah, with that is all from me today. So I will see you tomorrow when we are getting ourselves gothified. And here is the look. Oh, I am now back from my day in Whitby. I'm quite tired. And I'm really mad at myself because I completely forgot to vlog any of it. So really sorry about that, because I wanted to show some footage of some of the markets and things. But yeah, the whole point of me extending the vlog out to Saturday, not closing it out earlier, was because I wanted to show some Whitby stuff, and then I didn't. So really sorry about that. You may see me a little later on in my Halloween costume. I'm basically just going to put on some elf ears, and I've got this like, what's the word, like a circlet crown thing, because I'm going as like a dark elf princess thing. So in a couple of hours I'm meeting back up with the same friends I went to Whitby with, to go to their house and have a bit of a shindig. But yes, on that note, I think it is time for me to close out the vlog. So thank you again so much for watching and joining me this week, and I will see you not next week. I was gonna say I will see you next week, but it's very likely that there won't be a vlog next week because I'm going and spending the weekend down at my brother's, and the weekend, like Friday, Saturdays, is like a big sort of vlog organising and filming time for me. So we will have to just see if I get any little bits done throughout the week that are worth filming, then maybe there could still be a vlog. But as it stands, I'm predicting that there won't be one next week. So I'm pre-warning you about that this time. So if there is a vlog, nice surprise. If there isn't, you kind of expected it. Okay, so thank you again for watching. I will see you next time, whenever that will be. Bye.